You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Hi, this is Steve. Welcome to 12HoursToLive.com. This site's about is an experience that I had in 2007, December 2007, January 2008. I got an infection through a root canal that I didn't see fit to take care of. Got a massive blood infection that went into my heart and caused an infection which they had to do open heart surgery. Had a rare complication which stopped the blood flow to my intestines and they died. And caused a massive infection inside of me. They put me into a medically induced coma. And then January 4th, 2008 woke me up for the purposes of saying goodbye to my family. I had a respirator in my mouth, couldn't speak, and I remember my mom said, "You have to wake up, you have to say goodbye." And when I fully understood what they were talking about, I'll tell you, there was a lot of fear there. But I never felt more alive in my life at that moment. I wrote DIE question mark on a piece of paper, die. And my parents and the doctor said yes. And I saw in my kids' eyes that this wasn't a joke. So I wrote on a piece of paper again, they could hardly make it out, I wrote chance, C-H-A-N-C-E. And the doctor said, "Do you want to know how much chance you have to live?" Yeah, I shake my head, yes. He said, "I'll give you 3% chance that you'll live more than 12 hours. Now, when that's you, I tell you, things become pretty clear. That night, I came before the Lord. I became fully aware. I could hear everything going on in my room. And all of a sudden I was suspended in water. There was a great light above me, above the water. I could see it coming down, and beneath me was just a dark abyss. And I was floating in the middle there, and I kind of swam upwards. And then I let myself sink. And when I let myself sink, I heard the machines going off, making beeping sounds. So I started swimming up, and they stopped, and I went back down, and they went back on again. I realized, hey, this isn't a place to play. Suddenly, this great light came from above and just illuminated this whole water that I was in. And it was just bright and beautiful, and it was complete perfection, beyond anything I could ever describe. And I knew right there I didn't want to go anywhere. And a voice asked me, "Do you want to live or die?" And I wanted to stay. The first thing that came to my mind was I wasn't ready to give account for my life. To kind of go, kind of to the boss's office and say, "Okay, this is what I've been doing." I wasn't ready for that. And then my kids came into my mind. I saw kind of a movie of what their life would be without me. I considered them, and this is what I said. I said, "I want to live, but I want a different life than I had before. You'll have to do that." And at that moment, the light went away, and I was back in the coma. So to go through many operations, one of them removed 20 feet of my small intestines, leaving me with only 11 or 12 inches. Not enough to process food. So I woke up to the knowledge that I'd never be able to eat food again. I'd be on IVs for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the rest of my life. It's just the way it was. But you got to realize something. Even though I heard that, the doctor said that, I compared that with this voice that asked me, "Do you want to live or die?" It didn't say, do you want to live on IVs for the rest of your life or die? It said, do you want to live or die? And I remember that Jesus says, I come to bring you life and life abundantly. So that would be the thing that I stood on. And about 18 months ago, in my apartment alone, I just disconnected my IVs and just went on faith, because I said, you know what? That's what I heard. I heard you want to live. And been off IVs. Even after this, though, you think I'd live a totally righteous life? No. No, I had to go. I had to continue to ask God to prove Himself. So here I am at the hospital that I was born at, 1961, San Antonio Community Hospital. Thought it'd be a good place to do this. I was over at the park a little while ago and just drove by. I thought this would be a great place to make this. This site all started when my son asked the question on Facebook, is it America or does the whole world hate talking about religion? I said that deserves an answer, a good answer. I needed to answer that myself. And I'd go on the final ride of my life in this double-mindedness that I'd had all my life and be faced with the truth and make a decision for Jesus. This site's about is that story. God bless.